my people, welcome to our first video, and of course my intro video is done right before this. Let's go straight to the point. Of course, we said we're going to begin with motherhood. This is a topic that most people we rarely exhaust, and many people are very curious about it. And I feel like it's a topic whereby people can give their personal experiences and real experiences. It's very easy for people to get to understand what really happens. So, of course, there are so many mothers out here. For me, I'm a first-time mom for probably around 14 months now, 1 year, 2 months, and it's been an amazing journey. Of course, I don't have. I feel like maybe I don't have all the experience, but I feel like that 1 year is enough to share, especially the most important part, whereby is pregnancy and postpartum, and help somebody out there who's probably looking forward to be a mother. And even for those people who have so many fears, because in this generation people are reaching a point where they're feeling motherhood is not an option. I don't have to be a mother to be fulfilled. Well, I'd say, and I'll put this out there, it's not a must for you to become a parent. I feel like it's something that is imposed by the society, because at the end of the day, it's a very huge responsibility. So deep down, if you feel like you can't do it, I would suggest please take your time. Don't rush through it because people are telling you to do it. Even when it comes to relationships and marriage, don't ever do it because society is putting you into that pressure and position where you feel like you have to do it. Age is coming, and all those things. Go at your own pace, and especially in regards to what the Lord is telling you. So you guys know we call this the hot seat, and of course we're going to get to learn more about life, where we can talk about purpose, relationships, and marriage. And of course now, because it's the season I'm in, we begin with motherhood. So motherhood does not come with just like that. There's pregnancy, and I want to begin from there. So pregnancy is one of the most, to be honest, with my girlies and people who we relate out here, I've realized people fear pregnancy a lot. I was one of them. I honestly feared pregnancy. I wanted to have, I always and still want to have my little ones. And I didn't think that pregnancy is something that I'll go through. I was at a point where I'm telling myself, do I even consider not being pregnant, not ever becoming a mother? It's a big fear for anyone who has never been there before, and I think you can relate. If you do, please comment down below, and I'm going to help you through this journey, because I know I don't have everything, but I know I can tell you something. The 9 months is very sacred. I mean, creating life is not a small feat, and one thing I'd like to say is, please, for whoever has been able to go through this, it's something to thank God for. Coming out healthy and alive is a miracle. If we are looking for miracles out here, the first thing is, if you have ever been pregnant, if you have gone through the 9 months healthy and come out of that operation room, of that birthing room, trust you me, it's a big blessing and favor and miracle, because so many things happen. Lives change just because of somebody being pregnant. Somebody's systems becomes probably, let me say, stagnated. Maybe you have a health issue because it came about during pregnancy. So pregnancy is something that I clearly keep on telling, or rather even health is very godly, and anything that comes out to be very successful, please thank God for that. So guys, that is the first thing I'd love to say. Secondly, I just want to talk about three very outspoken myths out here, and I think they feed into the fear people have. The number one myth, as we go straight to the point when it comes to pregnancy, is you'll become fat. Let me say this: people experience pregnancies differently, and again, there's some people whose propensity to becoming fat is very easy. Some of our body types just grow easily big, and there's nothing much you can do about that. I'm not a specialist, but from experience and from the knowledge I've gathered, because I really wanted to do my pregnancy and motherhood journey out of being conscious and being intentional. I didn't want to just do things because I hear and just find myself, doing something. I really did a lot of research, worked with many specialists. I had my own personal gyna, and I was able to really do a lot of research within that season. And so many of these things that I was able to do worked for me, and probably they can help someone there. So number one thing, it's not necessary for you to become fat. Anything to do with your body growing is linked to your food. There's no way the baby just comes to bring weight to you. Of course, the doctors recommend that you have to add some considerable amount of weight for the baby, because it's important at that season. As you continue adding weight, it is also it's linked to the growth of the baby, which I might not explain for now because it's not the detail of the video today. But anything to do with your body growing is connected to food. So what does pregnancy do? Sometimes, and most times, it increases our intake. And most of the time, it depends with how you decide to take this season. If you've said I'm eating for two, then definitely you will eat more than you usually do. If you've said you eat what is enough, then definitely you will eat what your body needs. But again, you cannot also say I will deprive myself of what I need because I don't want to be fat. But what I can say, and I've seen is very important, is just to know what is enough for you. You don't have to eat for two at whatever season, whether it's in pregnancy or even after giving birth, which will come there in a few. You don't have to overeat to compensate for having two people. You just need to eat what is important, maybe additional a few additionals. They say 300 calories. 300 calories is basically a very small meal amount additional. So please don't just listen to words out here. Be conscious and try your best to do your research before you hear anyone and anything. Most of us are being told by our mothers, our aunties, our neighbors, because we have this community. And of course, especially here in Africa, we easily usually just find ourselves having that kind of community. But it's important for you to still make decisions for your own. So what makes you add extremely a lot of weight, which is not necessary, is just you overeating. Yes, there's those things people call cravings, and I really want to eat something. Sometimes it's there, and I personally did not have that experience, but I really felt like it was coming. I had to tell my mind I can't keep on following what my body is saying. So even if I realized when I really want, for me, I really wanted potatoes. If I really want those things, let me first take water, take some fruits, and then do I still have that craving? And I realized sometimes it's just the body craving for what it needs. And when you give it something, especially what's healthy, the craving tends to shrink a bit. I don't understand the extreme cravings. Maybe one day I'll have somebody who will come and speak about extreme cravings. But I know when it comes to general controlling of your appetite, just take enough water, enough fruits, and avoid overeating and just hopping onto any meal available just because you feel like I'm pregnant and I have to eat anything. The second myth. The second myth is basically the loudest of this, that pregnancy is hard. I'd say this: pregnancy is challenging, but it's not hard. If you go with a mindset whereby you feel like pregnancy is hard, it will be hard on you. There are people who usually have very risky pregnancies. Some even end up being bedridden. Yes, there's that consideration. It does happen. But I'd say if you have a pregnancy whereby you can manage yourself and you don't need any supervision, any kind of extreme help, pregnancy can be very easy. And in the next point, I think I'll explain how it even becomes easier. So yes, pregnancy is challenging. Sometimes it poses some kind of situations where the weight is too much in your pelvic area. You're of course adding weight, you're of course changing, you're of course having nausea. For some of those who have nausea, some people even have nausea throughout. Yes, I'd say, and I'd call them challenges, but I'll not say it's hard. It can be hard depending on how far you want to let it take a toll on you. So get the best support system. If you don't have someone in your life, because I understand sometimes people do go through pregnancies alone, please ensure you have a support system, either a friend, a family member, or somebody else who helps you feel like you don't have to be so much reliant on yourself. So pregnancy is challenging, and probably we will go deeper into today. Is just the shallow dissecting of most of these myths, but we will get to those challenges in depth as we go on, and hopefully I'll have one or two people who will just get to discuss and see a vast of experiences. But trust you me, pregnancy is beautiful. Personally, I enjoyed pregnancy, and from yes, I had a few of challenges. There was nausea here, there was all those kinds of pains, back pains. I mean, I experienced them. But trust you me, if you tell me if pregnancy was not such much of a chore and I didn't have to take care of somebody afterwards, I think I would be pregnant all my life. I love the treatment around pregnancy. I love the baby girl life. I love how it feels to really create life when somebody is inside of you kicking, and you know the sacred association with how life is being created inside of you. It's so fulfilling. So guys, pregnancy is something good. The last myth I want to demystify probably is you cannot exercise when you're pregnant. One of the things that I've realized when you're pregnant is you, for it to become easier, as I mentioned, is the more active you are, the easier it is for your body to adjust to your situation. If you allow pregnancy to make you feel like you are tired all the time, you can't move, you can't lift, yes, you can't, you're not supposed to lift heavy stuff, but you can't just basically do small things here and there. You can't even wash utensils, you can't even cook. Sometimes for some people it becomes that extent, but I'm talking about the normal pregnancy whereby you can manage yourself and your doctor has given you the freedom to do certain amount of things. In my situation, I think I was not restricted to do anything. So exercises comes in different forms. You can decide to walk, you can decide to even go to the gym. The people who go to the gym when they are pregnant, the people and I really pray for that to come, you know, and the people who even do stretches and every kind of things. But what I want to encourage my fellow ladies out here, please be as active as possible. If you know you can't do, you're not somebody who does a lot of aerobics and exercises and all those kinds of things, please try your best and just walk. Take 1 hour walks, even if you're able to more than that a day, and trust me, you'll start realizing you have better energy levels. Your body is even adjusting to the weight. You no longer feel like it's a whole problem, it's just a season that is coming to pass. Exercise as much as you possibly can. It also helps you do away with unnecessary extra fat, and by the time you're even done with delivery, you realize you are able to retain your previous weight. So this helps you not fear the fact that one day becoming pregnant will just make me change a whole bunch. Changes are inevitable, but you can still control extreme changes from taking place in your life. So pregnancy will not just make you fat. It depends with the habits you decide to pick up as along as you're pregnant. Secondly, pregnancy can be as easy as you desire it to be. And coupling with making it easier is being very active. Move around. If you have energy, please still do house chores that are comfortable, that don't make you bend a lot and make it uncomfortable for your bum. But try your best to move in a way that you know you're comfortable and still being active. If you have the energy, you can do exercises, you can go to the gym, you can of course do walks, and of course it's time to bond with your partner. Go for walks together. It was something I look forward to again, because those walks were very long, and because you know you have to walk for a certain amount of time, you just have to walk together. So I'm encouraging you ladies today, please enjoy this. I want to make it as easy as possible for us to find better knowledge that will help us even, you know, make better decisions and enjoy our seasons in a better way, so that it doesn't look like a burden. So guys, I am praying that this will help you today. If you have any other ideas, and especially for the specialists, I know you can give us even details. I am hoping you can comment down below, and for those who even want to share their experiences, please ensure to share with me. Otherwise, I am hoping that we can have more engagement and see you in the next videos. On top of that, my socials are right down below. Otherwise, ciao.